What's up, everybody? Brett Mix here for my channel, Macho Wrestling 101. I'm going to give you some Raw spoilers for tonight's show, October the 14th, 2024. This show was taped a week ago, right after Raw went off the air. But first, I want to give everybody a happy Columbus Day in the States. Also want to say happy Thanksgiving to those of you in Canada, like me. And for those of you outside of Canada wondering why we celebrate Thanksgiving a month before the States does, I don't know either, but Google is your friend for that. Also want to say, in the event that you have not hit like and subscribe on my channel, I go over the Monday Night Wars and do all sorts of things with today's wrestling. I'd appreciate that. And further ado, let's get off to the spoilers. In case you don't want to watch the show, or you do want to watch the show but you still want to know what happens beforehand. Rhea Ripley kicked off the show and called out Raquel Rodriguez. Miss Money in the Bank Tiffany Stratton came out instead, and her distraction opened the door for Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez to attack them both. This sets up the angle for later in the night for the match. We have the women's tag team titles on the line, where Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill successfully defend them against Damage Control. The Viking Raiders, now listed as the War Raiders, return from injury to defeat Otis and Akira Tozawa in tag team action. This was the Alpha Academy. This is apparently the opening contest in a tournament to crown new number one contenders for the tag team titles. So another tournament underway. Cody Rhodes calls out Gunther, which leads to a fight between both men, and more on that in a second. R-Truth defeats The Miz. The Final Testament gets involved both during and after the match. Braun Breaker looks strong again, and he defeats Kofi Kingston, so that's a good move to make him keep looking strong. Tiffany Stratton and Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez ended in a no contest after Nia Jax interfered, and obviously continued her program with Liv Morgan heading into Crown Jewel. And speaking of Crown Jewel, and I said more on that later when it comes to Cody and Gunther, I don't know about anyone else, but I think this whole idea of Crown Jewel is just ridiculous. As far as the champion losing for the women and the champion losing for the men. No world champion should ever have to lose at 1 p.m. across the continent and have it twice in one night. So a women's champion losing and a man champion loses, all so they could just give somebody another piece of gold that looks like a prop. It's going to be a joke. I can't see a face holding it up, so that probably means Gunther's going to hold it up. Is that going to make him more prestigious to hold a Crown Jewel championship? I mean, it's not goofy like Owen Hart with the Slammies. This is a title that's not going to be prestigious at all. And are they going to make a new title each year? Because Triple H said this is the 2024 championship. So that means everybody in 3 years' time, there'll be 6 people with the Crown Jewel titles, 3 ladies, 3 men. That's what's going to happen, and it's all at the expense of making a world champion lose. It doesn't make sense to me from a booking standpoint. It doesn't make sense to me from a prestige standpoint. It doesn't make sense from a logic standpoint. I have no idea why they're doing this, but I think they're going to see that it's going to bomb hard, and hopefully they fix the problem next year and they don't repeat the same mistake. With that being said, those are your Raw spoilers. Obviously, much more than that could happen on the show that just wasn't covered in the results that I just read, but those are the basics of it. So, if you like the content on my channel, hit like and subscribe. I'll be here for the Raw ratings report, and I also do a Raw watch-along on my channel, a live stream. So be sure to catch all of that. I'm Brett Mix. Hope you guys have a great holiday, and I'm out.